Inside Oracle Park, the home of the Giants, as we're ready for baseball from the city by the bay. It's the one-game National League wildcard playoff between the Miami Marlins and the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. And Danny, as we take in the historical comparison there, these are two franchises that have to feel good about earning their way here into the postseason.
Well, I really love these one-game wildcard matchups to kick off the postseason. Kind of tough that your season comes down to one game after such a grinding season, but what's better than a winner-go-home game, especially when that's the case for both teams? Should be a lot of fun to watch.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I gotta tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the wildcard playoff on the show. And it comes your way next. Kevin Gausman gets the nod here at home for the National League wildcard game. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Gausman's a guy that can sink the ball pretty well. His mid-90s fastball. His best outpitch is that split finger. He's kind of been a guy that's bounced around between the starting rotation and back to the bullpen. It's never been a question about his arm. Former first-round draft pick by the Baltimore Orioles. If this guy's throwing strikes, he can be awfully tough to hit.
Striding in is Jazz Chisholm. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
First pitch, 7:07.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 pitch. And it takes strike three called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. Now into the box, Miguel Rojas. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball one. Ball on the strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roll, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Jesus Aguilar will be next. And he fouls this one off. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Just underway here in San Francisco. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike that it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
There's a fastball well off the plate inside.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Over to first, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. Sandy Alcantara is on the mound for the visitors in this NL wildcard matchup. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, you'll be in pretty good shape.
So now into the box is Donovan Solano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch.
That's a ball. 0-1, no play.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting second.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Stepping in next, Mike Yastrzemski, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Giants down in order. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. In is Jorge Soler. He'll step in to start things out here against Kevin Gossman.
The left fielder, Jorge Soler.
First pitch of the AB now. And that misses for ball 1. It up 1-1. Now the pitch. This one's down to third. Right to him. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
That is good. The right fielder.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. Guys, we have to focus on one of the best defenders in all the sport at any position. That's Brandon Crawford. This guy's got some of the softest hands in the game and a rocket arm.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Up next, Brian Anderson. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First offering.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Nope, outside. Hey!
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
That's
3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Called strike, and that'll run it full.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, Brian.
Next up, Brian De La Cruz. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Coverage of the wild card game rolls on after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Cedric Mullins.
Number 31.
First pitch of the AB now.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
To first. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, I want to focus on the guy on the mound because he brings gold to the party, and I can't say enough how crisp and how effective a defense plays when the pitcher can field his position. There's nothing better than a pitcher who can help himself in the field.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought us good stuff in this one.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Softly hit toward the hole. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting fifth, not shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Now it'll be Brandon Crawford. His career numbers against this pitcher. He's only 2 for 10. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
Bottom of the second here with no score. little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Two balls and 2 strikes to Crawford. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. New inning set to get underway. And now it will be the catcher, Jorge Alfaro. From the stretch.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
That's wide, 2-0. High and away, not close. 3-0.
Been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So now the pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. This is a textbook sacrifice situation, so let's see if that's the call. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter number 2, second baseman,
Ready now for the Marlins, Jazz Chisholm. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Fouled off. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Comes set, the 0-1. Nope. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. Liner towards second. Right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Miami. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here. Here's the first pitch to him. Brandon Belt is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Belt in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0 home. Popped up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting it, the catcher, Buster Posey.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Bounced weakly near the plate. And there's out number 2.
Batting up, the pitcher, Kevin Johnson.
Next to bat for the Giants, Kevin Gossman. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Now here's the first offering. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Ground ball left side. Reined in. Throw over to Aguilar at first to take care of him to end the inning. Giants down in order. We'll head to the 4th. Still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th. And up next will be the power-hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam. Sandwich.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Popped him up. Belt has room in foul territory, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Hallo.
So 1 down, no one aboard, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. He's set. Here it comes. Popped high in the air. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Garrett Cooper.
So now to the plate, Garrett Cooper grounded out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Now 1-0.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4.
No.
2-0 now.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. The pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. On to the bottom of the... And now in the box, Donovan Solano back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big zero in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Now back, second baseman, Tommy LaStella.
Next, it'll be Tommy LaStella. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Count even now at 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Man, this pitcher is on right now. Pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
So 1-2. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 5.
Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Now here's the first offering.
Ball, down.
No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner run so far.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls. And while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First delivery to him. Brian Anderson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brian De La Cruz.
And now, Brian De La Cruz. He's set and the pitch.
1-0.
A 1-0 delivery.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
Popped up, belt into foul territory, and no one will get this one. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. He loses him on ball 4.
The batter, the catcher, Jorge.
Next to stand in is Jorge Alfaro. Worked a walk his first time up. As a look, now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
De La Cruz, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
3-0 now. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that pitch.
And he is in there.
Well, I think this will be ruled an error, so the no-hit bid is still alive. If it's not, there might be a riot in that dugout, and rightfully so.
Standing in now, Sandy Alcantara. And he pops up to bunt attempt. Serrano is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Jazz.
Next to hit is Jazz Chisholm, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
The set, And the 1-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written the K next to his name in this one. Marlins strand a pair. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch on the way. Cedric Mullins is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Alex Dickerson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting shortstop and San Francisco Bay Area native Brandon Crawford. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Hey!
The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Oh, that's too high.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Ready. Here's the 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch today.
2 out with a man at first. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. One that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. he'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for San Francisco. Sixth inning coming up. Still. Top half of the sixth about to get started. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Miguel Rojas. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Dickerson on his horse. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
So the next to bat will be Jesus Aguilar. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your back plane on the same path of the ball. You can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Bases are empty, one man out. That misses. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Here comes the 1-2. This one for Crawford at short. Reined in. And there are two away now.
When a guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. Popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Miami down in order. Bottom of the 6th inning now. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Buster Posey. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And another foul ball. is another 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Lays off 2-2 now. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Plate now, Kevin Gossman, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a sinker dips
1 ball,
too low there.
2 strikes.
Into the dirt, in fact. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Donovan.
Next to dig in, Donovan Solano. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. Still no score. Now at the plate, here is Garrett Cooper. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
Count 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Heading out towards shallow right. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So next to bat will be Brian Anderson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And it's fouled away. next 0-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Hot shot on the ground to short. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, I think this will be ruled in error, so the no-hit bid is still alive. If it's not, there might be a riot in that dugout, and rightfully so.
Into the box now, Brian De La Cruz. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Dickerson back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. The relay throw. To first, and they get the double play. 7 no-hit innings now as he closes in on his masterpiece. We've reached the last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Tommy La Stella.
Second baseman, Tommy La Stella.
Now here's the first offering. Hot shot down the line. Now this is foul for the first strike. 1-1 to Tommy La Stella. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mike.
Digging in next, Mike Yastrzemski. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. There's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box, Cedric Mullins. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 0-1. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And this one bounds around against the wall. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double. So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter once you get into the 7th. And it's hard not to look past getting through that last out, but D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allows this guy to finish it on his own.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
From the stretch, the 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fouled away. The set and the 2-2. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. First pitch on the way. Well-thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Mullins over at second. Dickerson at first, 2 out in the inning. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now Crawford swings and pulls this one on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. Giants leave a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. From the stretch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Jesus Sanchez steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning. Now the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Delivery. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the cove and gone. A solo shot down the line in right. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition to have to score with only 6 outs to go.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart after getting 1 out here in the 8th, but he's in line to take the loss, barring a late turnaround. Reyes Maranta gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 54, Reyes Maranta. Batter number 2, second baseman, Jazz.
At the plate, Jazz Chisholm, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Maranta is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty B, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings are really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. He's taken strike 1. Now some action out in the Giants' bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. The 1-1 home. Attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. At the plate now is Jesus Aguilar. He grounded out last time up. He's set. Here it comes. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
A ball and 2 strikes.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
The 2-2.
Good spot for an RBI. RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Yastrzemski's got it for out number 3. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. Home half of the 8th. Richard Blyer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 35, Richard Blyer.
Now at the plate, Brandon Belt, a pop out and a ground out for him at this point.
Brandon Belt.
And now the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Goodness. 0-2 now.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Soler is there, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. He really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
A brilliant performance, Matty D, as a manager and a pitching coach. All you can ask for is your pitches to be rock solid, and he was in this one, only allowing 1 hit.
Here's Buster Posey now. Grounder down the line at third. Back to him. And quickly there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 54.
Victor Reyes will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 22, Victor Reyes.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
This one's flared toward left center. Rojas has it, and that retires the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Dominic Leone enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Dominic.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jorge Soler. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
The left fielder, Jorge Soler.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Set. Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. grounded to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Next, it'll be Garrett Cooper. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. Now here it comes. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Brian Anderson. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's wide, 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-0 count, the pitch. Cooper, base runner at first with one out. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Popped him up. Listella shading to his right. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, Brian De La Cruz.
Next up is Brian De La Cruz. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the AB now. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. On, he pops it up. Two men are on with 2 men out. Struck him out, so it remains a one-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Marlins strand a pair, but they're up 1-0. Dylan Floro enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 36, Dylan Floro.
Now Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in. Donovan Solano flew out last time up.
Yeah, it's always a nightmare taking on another team's closer trying to get back into a game, especially in the 9th inning. But having your leadoff guy up to start that inning is as good as you could have hoped for. So let's see if he can get something started here.
The 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
And that's out number 1.
Now back, second baseman, Tommy LaStella.
So in now for San Francisco, Tommy LaStella, lifetime against this particular arm. He's 2 for 3. Here's the first pitch.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 5.
Digging in will be Mike Yastrzemski. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Mike Yastrzemski swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Last strike here for the Giants. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And these wild card games are hard enough as your entire season rests on 9 innings of baseball. But they put aside all the distractions that come with playing on the road and handle their business. Now it's on to the division series, one step closer to the World Series title.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. The postseason is in full swing, folks. You've been watching the National League wildcard game.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Giants, no runs, just 1 hit, 2 errors, and they left 3 men on base. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at Oracle Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night. Inside the show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In the National League wildcard game, the Marlins tossed a combined one-hitter as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, as they will now continue their postseason run and move on to play in the National League Division Series. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason.
Inside the show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. In the American League wildcard game, the Cleveland Indians totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Red Sox on the road, stamping their ticket to extend their season and play in the upcoming American League Division Series. And that's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow for another postseason recap. Have a great day.